Welcome to this week's Unikernel application spotlight. This week we're looking at a program called Mobius, and I'll get to that in a second. But first, I ran into this application um, that somebody had taken this original Hotline client and ported it over to like a modern Swift on the Mac, and so I saw this on Hacker News, obviously. But I was like, huh, I didn't know anybody was still using this. For those who don't know, and this is probably going to point out my age, but Hotline was this like super popular, at least in the Mac world, kind of P2P, not a P2P, but it was like a client server uh, model where you could run these little servers. They would have news, they would have chat, they would, a lot of people use them for transferring files around, mainly, wares and stuff like that. But it was just kind of a really cool model because there's just like hundreds of thousands of these little servers that people were running, and then like you could connect to them, and then also these servers, because this was the dial-up period. A lot of people that were running these servers, maybe they might have an OC1 or whatever connection, but a lot of them were on dial-up, and so the IP address would change. The server might not be there all the time, that sort of thing. And so they had this notion of trackers, and the trackers would like keep up-to-date lists of these servers as they kind of came online, went back offline, that sort of thing. And there was like so much culture involved, like some of them because they were spending money on the internet connection, which was expensive back then. Um, they would have you click through banner ads and go find like the fourth word on the second page, and that would be the password to get into the server. And it was just a really cool stuff. So I was super excited to see this. And then I was like, huh, I wonder how people are actually connecting to it. And lo and behold, this guy says, hey, by the way, here's this hotline server that's written in Go. And so we go check this out, Mobius, right? And I'm like, well, this is great. I wonder if it works under Unikernel, and obviously it does because it's written in Go. Um, and so yeah, so it does expose a web endpoint, but again, Hotline for its time period, it painted a different picture of what like the web could be. It wasn't just fucking HTTP, right? Like you could do lots of different things. And so we cut a package for it, and I'm just gonna kind of show you a little bit of how this used to work. We're gonna set our arch. So we're live 68 to 25. Now most of my demos I might be going to the browser, but I'm not in this case because we have our hotline client. And so this is what it used to look like, right? This is our tracker window, and as you can see, this little guy is a tracker. This is the list of servers that it's actually looking at. So these are individual servers that you can kind of connect to, and you can, say you want BIOS type of thing, and you get this little message of the day, and you get the board and the news, and people will share files that you can kind of download and exchange from, all that good stuff. And then what we wanted to do was connect to our server. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. And so this is just local, but you could run this on like Amazon, DigitalOcean, for like what, $4 a month or something. Super simple, and you just connect, and then you get this little message of the day. Agree, yeah, we're in. And then start sharing your files and doing your chats and all that good stuff. And just to flip back the window to show you, you can kind of see that we popped in here. And so like, yeah, this thing is very small, 27 megs total. Now you have plenty of room. If you have like a gig volume on Amazon, you can fill it up with whatever you want to fill it up with. And I don't know, it's just, this takes me back to the good old days, and what the internet could have been. was things like this, and maybe you'll bring it back and run these as unikernels. All right, till next time.